Hello, fellow grade 10s. We are back with some very much amazing good content. So now today, what we are going to be looking at, now this is the continuation from the past video. Now, please ensure that you check the video before this in the playlist so that you can understand. Now, we are going to be looking at now simplifying algebraic expressions now, right? So now, surely this is one of the concepts which you might have learned in your grade 9, but it of the greatest value in understanding from for our grade 10 algebraic expression. So now let's start. So now, before we even continue any further, now one thing that you need to know is that what encompasses or what is important about algebraic expression is, firstly, one of the key thing is that we always need to take in cognizance our board mass, right? Our law of board mass. So what does this mean? Remember that we need to follow the board mass rule, but can only add or subtract like terms and write answers with variables in an alphabetical order and terms in descending power. So you might not, get in terms of what it means now, but we are going to definitely unpack what all those are. So let's get it started. So now they say simplify this following, right? So now what is it that you are going to simplify? I think the first thing that we need to do is we need to identify what we call like terms, right? If you can find out which ones are going to be our like terms. So now we can check, right? So now look, if you look at this, this is 6BCA. This is what? This is 7BCA. This is what? This is 3 CAB. And this is going to what? This is going to be BCA altogether. So surely there is something that you are recognizing from all this. Look, this is B. You are having B, you are having C, you are having A. You are having A, you are having B, you are having C. You are having C, you are having A, you are having B. And you are having B, you are having C, you are having A, right? So what does that mean? If you can actually arrange all these things in alphabetical order. So this is actually going to be same as what? 6AB, C, right? Subtract what? Subtract 7 ABC. Remember now we are arranging them in alphabetical order. Plus 4 A squared BC. Subtract what? Subtract 3 ABC and plus ABC. Now, surely you are seeing something. There is an ABC here. Surely you can see something here. There is an ABC here. There's an ABC here. There's an ABC here. There's an ABC here. So you can conclude that yes, these are going to be our like terms. So if these are our like terms, now we can then continue and solve, which means now we are going to add our like terms. So when we are adding our like terms, what is it that we are going to have? Look, we are going to start here. What is 6 subtract 7? 6 subtract 7 ABC, this is going to be -1, and then -1 subtract 3 ABC, this is going to be -4 ABC, and then plus now this is -3. So then when you say plus 1 from -4, you are going to get -6 subtracts what is 6 subtract 7? 6 subtract 7 is what? It is -1. Look, so you are having here, this is these two are giving you -1. What else now are you having? Look at this one. And now when you take this one this side, this is -1 subtracts this. So -1 subtract 3, what are you going to get? You're going to get -4, right? So, and then -4, right? Now -4 plus this, which means this is going to what? This is going to be -3, right? So which means what is going to be our answer? Our answer, therefore, it's going to be -3 ABC, sure? And then plus what? Plus 4A squared BC. Why is it so? Remember, because this 4 here doesn't have anything that is going to partner with. So therefore, this is going to be same as this, right? So let's say I give you also another example, just so that we remind ourselves some of these things. So now let's say I give you that you are having, now you are having 2 AB subtract 4a squared b plus what? Plus 8ba, right? Subtract what? Subtract, let's say 4c squared. Now, let's see, do we have like terms here? Yes, we have like terms, remember, because this is same as what? This is same as AB, and this is also actually B8, same as AB. So which means, yes, those two we have like terms. Now, so we can then start with them. So which means you're going to have 2 plus 8. What is 2 plus 8? It is 10. So you're having 10ab. And then what else are you having? Do you have anything that relates with negative 4a squared? No. So this is going to be negative 4a squared b. Then do you have anything relating to c squared? No. So this is going to be negative 4c squared. So therefore, this is going to be your answer. Are we together? So now, this as far as this is concerned, right? Now let's look at now another one. Now this is going to be what you're going to check for like terms. Do you have any like terms? Yes. Look, this is going to be what? This is going to be 6x. Subtract what? Subtract 8x, and then which means these two are going to be what? Our like terms. Do we have any other like terms here that we can find? Let's see. Do we have any? Look, now here you are having your 4. Let's check another color. Now look, here you are having your negative 4x squared. And what else are you having here? You are having your negative x squared, right? So which means actually these are going to be like term. Do we have any other like term? Let's see whether do we have. Yes, probably we have. Look, you are having x cubed and also negative 3x cubed, right? So which means also those are going to be like terms. And if those are going to be like terms, so therefore you can then write this. So you're going to start with the first one that you're given. So what is going to be 6 subtract 8? So 6 subtract 8, this is negative 2x. Now let's move to the second one. Negative 4x squared subtract x squared. This is going to be minus 5x squared. What is it that we can also have now? So, and then from here, you're having x cubed subtracts 3x cubed, and this is going to give you negative 2x cubed. And now that you have it like this, remember we talked of degree of branching, right? So you can now arrange them in an order from the highest to the lowest. So this is going to be negative 2, negative 2x to the power of 3, subtract 5x squared, subtract 2x, and this is going to be your expression. So you would have solved now this expression. Are we together? So you would have grouped your like terms and you've solved this expression. Now let's check something else now, right? Now let's say now you are given that you are having what? You are having your monomial by binomial. So they say use the distributive law now to multiply this. So, or rather to find the solution of this, or to simplify this algebraic expression. So now what is it that we are going to use? Surely, distributive law, there's something that you might have, there's something that you might have probably, noticed, is that when they say distribute, which means everything is having a share of everything, right? So which means here, this is going to be this multiplied by that. Let's get another nice color there. So now, this is going to be, right, this multiplied by this. No, that's not the color we're looking for. Now, this is going to be, yes, this is going to be this multiplied by this, and that multiplied by that. and while this one, the first one, right? So which means everything within this bracket is going to get a piece of 2a squared, right? So now let's see. So what does that mean? This, now let me just break this down for you. This is going to be same as 2a squared multiplied by what? By 3a squared. Lovely, right? Plus, what else are you going to have there? So this is also going to be 2a squared multiplied by what? Multiplied by 4ab, right? And then this one is negative. So remember that you multiply it also with its negative. So this is going to be, now what? This is going to be plus into 2a squared multiplied by negative a cubed multiplied by c, right? So surely each and every one is getting a piece of 2a squared, right? So 2a squared, it's generous, sharing with everyone, right? So now what is it that you're going to have here? Look, you're going to start with this now. 2 multiplied by 3 gives you 6. So this is going to be 6. And when you're multiplying powers are of the same base, this is going to 2 to the power of a to the power of 4, right? Then this is going to be plus. Let's look at the second one. What is 2 multiplied by 8? 2 multiplied by 4, I mean, it gives us 8. Already thinking of our answer now, right? And then you have an a. So this a is going to multiply with the a next door, right? So this is going to be now what? A to the power of 3. Remember from the law of exponent. If you've forgotten, let me just remind you before we continue any further. This is because remember, when we are having x multiply x to the power of a multiplied by what? X to the power of b. When you're multiplying powers of the same base, this becomes what? A plus b. So that's the reason why we are adding the 2 here with the 1 that is here. Sure. Surely that makes sense now. Now let's then continue. So this is going to be what now? This is going to be your b. Remember, there's nothing to multiply the b with. Then after that, you are going to have what? Now this is going to be negative. Then there's nothing here. So this is going to be 2. And why is this negative? Because this is going to be this positive multiplied by this negative here that you had. So that's why you are going to have a what? A negative. So what a negative are you going to have? Now you are going to have, remember here you are having a to the power of 2, right? You're having a to the power of 2 here. You're having a to the power of 2 and a to the power of 3. And when you are having both of those, so you are still going to use our law of exponent. So therefore, this is going to be same as what? A to the power of 5, then c. Are we together? Then now that we found our answer, then we can just rearrange from the one with the greatest, degree. So this is going to be negative 2a to the power of 5, right? And then what? Negative a to the power of 5 multiplied by c plus your 6a to the power of 4, and then plus your 8a to the power of 3b. Now you get it. Now you get it. Now you can move, right? So now you got your solution. Probably let's just get a last one in order to see whether are we really getting this distributive law, right? This sharing thingy or this sharing law, right? So look, now let's say in this one, let's say you are given that you are having, let's say you have 3x into bracket, you are having 2xy, and then plus what? Plus your 3 x squared, right? And then plus your what? Plus your, let's say your 7. This is going to be your 7x x squared y, right? Right? So let's try and work with this and see in terms of what we can have. Now that we at least get our distributive law, now we can start in terms of distributing. So we said this gets the piece of that, right? So which means you say 3 multiplied by 2, which is going to give you 6. X multiplied by x, multiplying powers of the same base. Then you add the exponent. So this is going to be x squared y. Sure. Then plus what is going to be the second one? 3 multiplied by 3. It gives us our 9. Then x multiplied by x squared, it's going to give us x what? It is going to give us x cubed. Remember this, we are doing now the second term. Now, when we're doing the last term now, this is going to be, what is 3 multiplied by 7? That one is very easy. It's 7, 14, 21. So this is 21 x to the power of 3 y, right? Because there's nothing we can multiply our y with. So now at least we get that. So now we can then arrange it in terms of its degree of branching. So you can start with what? So you can start with your 21 x cubed, then y, plus your 9 x cubed plus your 6x squared y, right? Then now you have solved that one. So this is as far as the distributive law is concerned. Now let's look in terms of what we have now again. Now let's check this one now. So let's check in terms of what is this one that we have now. So now look, now let's say you are given that now you need to now use the binomial by binomial, right? And now when you use the binomial by binomial, so now here, this is where we are going to use our FOIL, right? So you are getting new words now. FOIL. What is FOIL? So FOIL means basically what you do here is you're going to firstly do the first term, right? So which means you're going to multiply this first term with this first term, right? And then the outer. So when they say the outer, let's get another highlighter, a color for a highlighter too. It's going to be your what? This one and this one I would get. So it's the first outer, then the inner. You know, the inner means inside, right? So when we do the inner, it's going to be now the second one. And remember that this one, it goes with the negative sign, right? Multiply by what? The second one multiplied by this first x again. And now let's look at the last one. The last one is our what? Our last. So our last again, it's b for this bracket and it's y for this bracket, right? So surely you can see that we are still actually distributing, right? So yes, so that's as far as our FOIL law is concerned. Now let's see in terms of what is that. Now let's just put practicality in this. So this is going to be now a. So this is going to be a, right? A multiplied by x, right? So this represent now, and then what else are you going to have? Plus you are going to have what now? You are going to have your what? Your a again multiplied by your y. What else are you going to have? Now let's look at the second one. So the second one, now remember that it goes with this, right? So this is the second one. It's going to be plus into negative b multiplied by what? Multiply by your x. And the last one, it's going to be plus again negative b. Remember b is negative, so don't forget to put that negative. It's negative b multiply by your y, right? So which means this, in terms of the representation of our FOIL, this is the what? This is going to be our first. Let's get a nice color there. This is going to be the one that represents the first, right? And then this other one is the one that represents our what? Our outer, right? Our outer. This one is the one that represents our inner, right? Our inner. And then the last one is the one that represents your last. So you see, you still get your FOIL. So this is what we are referring to when we're referring to our FOIL method, right? This is our FOIL method. So now what is it that you are going to get? Now let's then get our solution in terms of what are we going to have, right? So now a multiplied by x, it's going to give you ax, plus what is a multiplied by y? It's going to give us ay. So now we are having negative b here, negative b multiplied by negative multiplied by x. So this is going to be negative what? Yes, negative b of x. Then the last one, again, our b is negative multiplied with the positive. It still gives us negative what? by, right? So I guess you get now the understanding of our FOIL, right? So now, so that we can at least get this thing wrapped up in our head, let's look at our next example, right? Now, so now I'm going to just move straight, because now at least you understand what the FOIL means, right? So we start again now here. So what is it that you're going to have, which means here you are going to have what? You're going to have 2x multiplied by 3x plus what is the second one? Remember, it's FOIL, it's first, then the other one, it's going to be your 2x multiplied by negative 4y. Yes, that's the one that you're thinking about. And then this one, and remember, this is a plus, right? So this is going to be plus what? Plus y multiplied by 3x. Yes, that's the one. And then plus what is the last one? The last one is going to be y multiplied by negative 4y, right? Then, yes, you get that one. Yes, you get that one. So then what is it that you're going to have? So you are going to have 6x squared. You're going to have 6x squared subtract 8 xy. This is subtract xy. And then what is it that you're also going to have? You're going to have plus 3xy. And what else are you going to have? You are going to have negative 4y squared. Now, is our solution fine like this? Is our solution fine like this, or is there anything that we can do? Yes, there is, because look here. You have your x, you have your y, you have your x, you have your y. So these are your like terms. So which means we deal with these like terms. So this is going to be now, therefore, your 6x squared. When you add these like terms, you're going to get negative 5xy and negative 4y squared. Then now you are having this as your solution. So this is as far as our FOIL law or the law is concerned, right? So now let's see in terms of what we can have again. Now let's move, get our another page, right? So that we don't drag this lesson. It's already long. Let's not drag it, right? So now let's look at this last one. Now this last one, we are saying now here, you are now looking at the squaring of binomials. I think this is one of these, this is one of the topic where most students, struggle with this one, right? So now I'm going to, take you through steps in terms of how do you square your binomials, right? So the first one, we are saying you do what? You square the first term. So what does that mean? Actually, let's just go straight to it. So which means when you square the first term, this p is your first term. So you are going to have what? You are going to have your p squared, right? You're going to have your p squared out here. So that's the first thing that you're going to have. Now look at law number 2. Look at what law number 2 states. Now we are step 2. It's a multiply the first term by the second term and double it, right? So yes, what is our first term? Our first term is p. Our second term is what? It's 2r. So what is going to be p multiplied by 2r? Yes, this is what you're thinking of. This is going to be what? Let's write it here. This is going to be 2pr. Let me write this nicely, 2pr. And then they said you do what? you double 8. So which means this is going to be 2pr multiplied by 2. And where is that 2 comes from? The 2 is the one at the exponent. So what you're going to have, you're going to have plus what? You are going to have now what? You are going to have now 2, or rather 2 into 2pr, right? And then the last one, when they say the last one states that now you need to do what? You need then to square your last term. And how can you square the last term? You're going to simply say, what is 2 squared? This is going to be 4, and r it's going to be r squared, right? So which means actually your answer is going to be p squared. Your answer is going to be p squared plus what? Plus 4pr plus 4pr plus 4r squared. Now let me now take you through the one that I think most of you find it very comfortable to use, right? So let me say, remember you are having p plus what? P plus 2r squared, right? So let me just, do this other one so that, even those who like this one, they don't get disappointed when watching this video, right? Because we want everyone to be entertained while learning. So this is going to be what now? Remember this, there's no 2 here. So let's wrap this 2 before it, it mislead us, right? So now remember you are having a square here. Yes, this is what you are having. So remember, these 2 here means it's 2 brackets of the same thing. So which means you can still do it as 2 plus 2r, which is same as what? P plus 2r, right? So, and then now from here, then you go back to our distributive law. You're going to say p multiplied by p. What is it that you're going to have? You are going to have p squared, right? P squared, the handwriting now. This is going to be p squared. Then you say p multiplied by what? 2r. Then this is going to give you what? Plus 2rp. Then the inner, right? This is going to be also what? Plus 2rp. Then the last one, the outer one, it's going to be 2 multiplied by 2. It's 4. R multiplied by r squared. Can you see that you are still getting p squared, right? Plus 4rp plus your 4r squared, right? So, and this answer is still the same answer that you got in this question, right? So, which means if you still find this one comfortable, the second one, you see here the highlighted answer, look at them. They are the same. Hey, my highlighter there. But yes, you get what I was trying to show you. So then let's move swiftly along, right? So now, then let's look at our example 2. Hopefully this space is going to be decent. Let me just draw my line here. Now the second one, you are given 3a subtract 4b. Now surely, now you understand our first step. Our first step said what? We square the first term. So what is going to be 3 squared? It is going to be, this is going to be 9 squared. It's going to be 9a squared, not 9 squared. This is going to be 9a squared, right? And then what is going to be the other one? We said you take this 3, you multiply by this 4, you multiply a again with your b, then you double it, right? So let's start by the multiplication first. So this is going to be now 3 multiplied by negative 4. So you're getting what? This is negative. This is going to be what? Negative 12, right? Is this negative 12? Yes. So this is going to be negative 12 AB. So you're having negative 12 AB. And then after the negative 12 AB, then now you do what? You come back. You are saying this must be what? This must be doubled. So it's 2 multiplied by negative 12 AB. Then the last one is going to be, now remember, The last one, let me just write it here. It's same as negative 4b squared. And remember, when you square a negative, you don't get a negative because it's a negative multiplied by the negative. So you get a what? A positive. So this is going to be positive 16. Positive 16 what? B squared, right? Our pen there is misbehaving, so but hopefully you see there it's plus 16b squared. So now let's do this now nicely. So this is going to be 9a squared. Subtract this. When you multiply this, this is going to be 24ab and plus what? Plus 16b squared, right? Are we together? So this is going to be our answer. So now to accommodate also the comrades who are, or our fellow learners who like the other method, let's just add our page so that we also do the one that they find it comfortable, right? So the one that they find comfortable, let's write here, right? So remember what was the question? The question you were having, I think it's 3 a subtract 4b all squared. Yes, this was that. So we are saying now the other method is you are going to open two brackets of the same thing. So this is going to be 3a subtract b, subtract 4b, I mean. Then it's also, this is going to be 3a subtract 4b. And when you're having this, then you use our FOIL method. So this is going to be what? 3a multiplied by 3a, which is going to be 9a squared. Then you say 3 multiplied by this, negative 4b. This is going to be negative 12ab. Yes, that's the one you're thinking of. Then the other one again, still the same, negative 12ab. Then the last one, it's going to be what now? Negative and negative, positive 16b squared. And now that you have this, what is it that you're going to do? Then you are going to conclude. This is same as 9a squared subtract 24ab plus 16b squared. I think now you get it, right? Yes. So this is the same thing. And if you can check your solution, right? The solution is still the same thing. You got the same thing here. You see, it was 9 subtract 24ab plus 16b squared. Similarly to this other one, you are getting 9a squared subtract 24ab plus 16b squared. So this is as far as this is concerned. So I think this is where we can stop for today. And thank you very much. So please make sure that you watch out our next lesson, which is going to be the continuation of this. Thank you very much.